Istongo Seminole Hogi. Jeremy Folstaho, Jeff Kudos, Mojaneta, Hadamneta, Helos and Pampalamo, Mojaneta, Monday Hayat Kidos. Josiah Bender is sitting next to me today. Josiah.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm here. Josiah Bender here from Communications.
Well, it was a great weekend this weekend. Again, welcome to the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma radio program. Today, we will be talking about the ins and outs, the happenings, the whatnots, the going-ons, and the doings that happens on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma reservation. And this weekend, if you wasn't there, you was probably square. But
It was a good weekend. Really busy weekend for all of us, really.
Oh, man, it was Seminole Nation Days. It started, for us, it was all week, prepping and making videos, shooting videos, recording audio spots. And then was it Tuesday night or Wednesday? Princess pageant rehearsal.
Well, Tuesday night we had the banquet,
Yep.
at the Boys and Girls Club banquet, and then Wednesday night we had the rehearsal. And then Thursday night was the Princess pageant. Yeah.
Then Friday night, I actually took Friday night off.
Well, I didn't.
I know you didn't. But that was the stomp dance, traditional meal, huge Mado, the Thulogolga. They did a great job, and I don't know how late did they go.
Man, I left about 10:30, 10:40, but what I'm hearing is they went all the way until midnight.
Did they?
Friday night, yeah.
And so that was on Friday, and then Saturday started early with the 5K downtown, and then it moved over to the parade. The parade looked pretty cool, and there was a really good MC of the parade. I watched it live in the arena. Mr. Bo Whitekiller did a tremendous job holding it down. I heard all the witchas, and I heard Redbone out there playing, so it was a good time.
A few voice cracks, but that's what comes with being a great MC, though. You know what I mean? And he ran the 5K like 20 minutes before that.
Golly.
So, yeah, he was out and about.
The man of many talents there.
He didn't even run in the 5K. He just ran from downtown to the Mission.
He just ran back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Golly. And then at 11 o'clock was the social stickball game, and there was a lot of people out there for that. Again, Thulogolga helped with that, and they did a great job organizing. And then all the vendors, man, there were so many vendors out there, but I went to go try to find me something to eat after I was able to kind of settle down on Saturday during the concerts a little bit. I went to go hunt down some food, and almost all those food vendors was sold out on everything.
Man, yeah, especially Saturday night.
Yep.
Saturday night was the main day, and I know it was really busy out there Saturday.
So luckily I was able to call in a favor to one of my friends in that far corner booth, Alita. She was able to help me out with the meat pie, and then I went to the other corner and called on some of my friends over there, and Brian Larney and his crew helped me out with the big old lemonade. And
I heard that.
Let me tell you, that thing was good.
Did you get that blue one?
No, I got the red.
The red one?
I got the red one.
Man.
And I'm old school. I don't like blue. Blue is all the new kids.
Yeah.
All you young ones like that blue stuff. Give me red or yellow.
Yeah. It
Same for Gatorade too, red or yellow.
I seen people walking around with them. Were those the ones that had like the oranges in it too?
No, those are lemons.
Those are lemon. Oh, okay. So it was just the red made it look orange, and
yeah. And then, man, I didn't want this whole first part of the show to be about my favorite food vendors, but when I was walking around looking for food, there was that kettle corn. I was smelling it in the arena all day.
Yeah.
And I finally got to get over there, and Carrie Isaacs was over there. She's like, man, you got to try this kettle corn. And I was like, I've been smelling it all day. And so I talked to the guy. I was like, hey, free sample? He's like, yeah, I'll get you one. And so I got a free sample, and it was fresh out of that pot.
Ooh, yeah.
And, man, it was warm. It was probably the best popcorn or kettle corn I've ever had. Ended up buying a $10 bag.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
it was gone. I ate that thing almost all the way back home. And by the time I told my daughter, I was like, hey, I brought you back some popcorn. And she said, what, all them kernels? It was all them kernels at the bottom of the bag.
You told him, just put them on the stove. Make
I was like, yeah, just repop them.
Yeah.
So
it was a good weekend. I was having a good time. I mainly spent majority of my money though on some pickles. Pickles was like my highlight of the whole weekend. Kept me hydrated the whole weekend. Pickles.
Man, that's that OIT right there.
Man, I'm telling you.
That and pickle juice.
I went around and the same people I kept getting pickles from, they ran out of pickles. And so I was like, y'all should just go ahead and, pop them in a little container and throw them in the freezer somewhere and just start selling pickle juice, like iced pickle juice.
Oh, yeah, like those little cups.
Yeah. I don't know if they did or not, but.
So did you get a chance to eat anything out there?
No, man, it was just too hot, really too hot. I mean, if I did eat, it was probably, like I said, either pickle or a quick hot dog or something. I did eat the traditional meals and stuff, but those are just kind of what I just had on the side, just, picking at it or whatnot because we was just so busy. But, yeah, it was too hot to even, sit down and eat or, by the time I did cool down, we had to get up and do something else too. So, like I said, pickles was my best friend the whole weekend. I spent more money on pickles than I did any other food the whole weekend.
Yeah. Other than that, I didn't get a chance to make it down the art market row or the vendor row.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I seen there was some really cool things over there, and man, the whole weekend just seemed like you could go any place at the mission and there was something to do or something going on, and that's what I like to see, and especially all the friends and family that you see out there and everyone getting together is a good time of fellowship. And so definitely what it feels like Seminole Nation Day should be about is everyone coming together, just having a good time, enjoying all the entertainment. And the entertainment was really pretty good.
Yeah.
Chabon Tiger came in heavy at 7 o'clock. I'm not referring to the kind of guy he is, but I mean, his band came in heavy, I should say.
Yeah.
And then he held it down, and then Lance Gouge came in after them, and man, they had a heck of a concert. And then went right into the fireworks show, and the bands was complimenting Seminole Nation on just how well they were treated and everything.
Yeah, they said they had a good time.
And so that was always good. But any last thoughts about Seminole Nation Days before we get into the show?
I'm just glad we made it through it. Another year.
Shout out Seminole Tribe of Florida. They listen in. Princeton.
Oh,
okay.
So yeah, we did get to meet the Seminole Tribe of Florida royalty this week.
Yep.
They actually even came out to Pomahaga. All of last week it was daylight when they came out there. That was all I know, and got to meet them, and they did a great job. Man, seemed like they was everywhere as well.
Yeah.
Seemed like every time I turned around, they was helping serve and doing all that. So definitely a big shout out to the Seminole Tribe of Florida for coming through and the royalty coming through. I got a sticker from them, and
You got a sticker?
yeah, you got one too.
Did I?
Yeah. It was the skirt that had the patchwork on
Oh,
there.
okay.
Sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice meeting them, and then also their escorts. And so, Mado for visiting. And then, we even had people come in from California. Language hosted the Chuddo Choga Skotka tournament. And, man, we had a heck of a turnout for that. But the winner, one of the older winners, was from California.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard her name.
And
She's
so,
from California.
man, that was pretty cool seeing just a lot of those people come in from all around,
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's get into the show. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd, which means this weekend is going to be September 28th. And that means these churches will be having their fourth Sunday or their church meetings this weekend. So Arbica, Big Arbor, Hickory Ground number 1, High Springs, Kanawha, Hilltop, Little Casita, Middle Creek number 1, New Arbor, Rock Spring, Anadarko, Raw Community, Sauk Creek Baptist, Seminole Baptist, Snake Creek 1 and number 2, Vian Creek, and Weegawa. And if you or your family are thinking about visiting some of these churches, you might just double check with someone who's going to be out there that attends that church, because sometimes churches like to go visit other churches and fellowship like that. And I know a couple Sundays ago, I had some friends trying to go out to one church, and they went to another church, and they ended up seeing all their family out at the other church, and they're like, "Hey, we was trying to come see you over here." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we come over here." And so
the other family's probably like, "Crap, they found us."
They was like, golly, now we're gonna have to feed more
Yeah.
people. But anyway, it's always a good time to get out and about and fellowship, and so. And every week we always talk about the ones who've started the journey, and this week is like no other. We want to remember those members of the community and your thoughts and your prayers, and especially this time of year with Nation Days. There's a lot of stories about a lot of family members that help start things out at the mission. I heard stories this weekend about how one of their family members helped clear the field after the school had cleaned up, and they were moving all that debris, and they made a softball field over there so they could start playing softball. And then you hear all these stories about people's loved ones helping to do this or helping to get this started. And it's just that time of year where you think about all the community service they help do, not only for the surrounding area but for the nation, and things that we still do today. And so we want to remember those members of the communities in your thoughts and your prayers, and also keep the Harjo family in your thoughts and your prayers this week. And at this time, let's go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. Mado and Mado. All right, so let's get into it a little bit, Joe. So this week looks like there is a special call meeting happening at the Miccosukee Mission Council House here in Seminole, Oklahoma at 7 p.m. And the agenda is regarding some unfinished business regarding the federal budgets, and that's about really the only thing on the agenda. I noticed that there are some band meetings that's been happening, and so let's go through those band meetings, Joe.
All right, yeah, we have a band meeting announcement for the North Caparjo band. They will be meeting on tonight, actually, at the new council house from 6 to 9 p.m. And then also, the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma is accepting applications for the General Counsel Secretary position. The Secretary of the General Counsel shall perform all duties relating to and arising from meetings and activities of the General Counsel, including issuance of meeting notices, attestations of resolutions, and ordinances and other documents, and preparation of certified copies of each document. The Secretary also coordinates the preparation, editing of documents for council meetings, issues official documents and packets for council meetings, takes notes, records records about council meetings, and transcribes the corresponding reports, resolutions, minutes. You can view the application on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma website, www.sno-nsn.gov, or you can use the link below. That's posted. I said you can use the link below. Is on Facebook. So yeah, you can just follow that link and it'll take you to the application.
All right. And I thought we was done with Seminole Nation Days, but looks like we're going to talk about the winners. Huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of activities. A lot of people want their families shouted out, and so I thought it'd be good to run through all of the tournaments and the winners. Spotlight a few things, and if you want to just go ahead and jump right into the
All right, so the first one was the women's fast pitch tournament. The top 3 teams are listed, and first of all, we'd like to say Mado to everyone who came out and participated this year's tournament. It was hot. Mm-hmm. And I know there's a lot of people down there, and so thanks for coming out. And also, before we get really started into the winners, the employees of the nation, that man, for sure, y'all showed out this year. It was a good time, and we appreciate everyone being helpful, but also patient with us. So let's talk about the women's fast pitch tournament. First place, Boko Nafka. And then second place, Lady Leftovers. And third place, Lady Bandits.
All right, and then we also have the men's fast pitch tournament top 3 winners, which would have been the Southwest Nations. They were first place. Second place was the Bandits, and third place was the Southeast Indians.
All right, you got soft pitch or slow pitch.
Slow pitch. Slow pitch. Seminole Nation Days co-ed slow pitch tournament winners were first place was 2-0 Remix, second place was Sticks, and third place was Letdowns. I know, right? Letdowns. And they got third.
All right, and then we talked about this earlier, the 5K, the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program wants to thank all the participants that came out and helped with the 5K and 1 mile walk. They had a good turnout as well, and hope to see everyone again next year.
And I think your own, very own, language guy out there,
Yep.
that works with us.
Delaney Pinnock.
He ran in it too as well. Yeah.
I know there's a
I've seen
lot of
him
people out there. Did we get the winners for them?
We have not got the winners from them
Oh,
yet.
okay. So that TBD. Wait, TBA to be announced.
It could be both TBA, TBD,
Okay.
both same, mean same.
And then also there were other tournaments happening at the Miccosukee Mission, just some fun games. And so this year they had a cornhole tournament, and the singles competition. Third place was Cameron Kingfisher. Second place Caleb Kingfisher. First place Aaron Squirrel. And then in the doubles, third place Jody Browning and Ty Marriott. Second place Sam Bell and Elijah Factor. And then first place was the Kingfishers, Caleb and Cameron Kingfisher. And again, they'd like to say Mado for everyone who participated in that.
All righty, then, and that brings us to our next event, the Seminole Nation Days horseshoe tournament. You just mentioned the cornhole, but we had the horseshoe singles. First place was Mitchell Smith. Second place was Gary Bearpaw. Third place was David Davis. And then the horseshoe doubles, we had first place Gary Bearpaw and Mike Cummings. We also had second place Mitchell Smith and Crash Cummings. And then third place was, would that be
Cato?
Cato? Okay.
I think it's Cato.
Cato Rodriguez and John Grayson. So congratulations to all of our winners that placed. And congratulations to everybody that participated. It was hot out there right next to that pavement. So it was a good thing y'all stayed the whole time for it.
And horseshoes do you ever play horseshoes?
Oh yeah. Before cornhole even came out, it was a big thing. Horseshoes was our family thing that we always did.
I wish I was really good at horseshoes, but I just wasn't good at all.
Man. That's it.
I wish I had a story to tell, but I don't.
No ringers or nothing like that.
I just wasn't any good.
Moving on.
No excuses from me on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
They never let me play. That's why I wasn't good. They never let me play.
No, I threw plenty of horseshoes. Just wasn't any good.
Just by yourself.
So
my bad. I'm bringing back core memories over here for kids.
Make me jabak. The 2025 Seminole Nation Fishing Derby winners as well, and it looked like there was a good turnout for that. Ages 5 to 7, first place.
Calm down, Jeremy.
Jeffy Mack. If only I could get the horseshoe around that stick. It just had to go around the pole.
It's called a ringer.
A ringer. Yeah. You can tell I never was any good. So again, ages 5 to 7 on the Fishing Derby. First place was Yefke Mack. Second place, Adrian Wynn. Then ages 8 to 10, first place, Bruce Fish. Second place, Aubrey Wynn. And third place, Lorelei Soto. And then ages 11 to 13, first place, Autumn Wynn. Second place, McKenna Formuth. And then third place, Kyson Miller. So, like they had a good crowd. And, I know they stocked that pond on Thursday.
Yeah, I know they stocked it, but I also know that they wasn't having a lot of bites that Sunday morning.
That just means if you want to go fish, there's some fish.
There's still fish out there. Yeah. But yeah, this year I know they did it a little differently. Normally the bait provided, and normally they do like the heaviest fish, biggest fish. But this year they just did they did it based on how many fish you caught. So it was still a good event out there. They had hot dogs. I was cracking up because out there, Danielle, she works at BCR, and they had her cooking the hot dogs and everything. But we already have a grill out there. The people that go down there and just hang out with their families. But she decided to bring her own grill, and she put her grill on top of the grill. Instead of next to it, she put it on top of the grill.
I've heard about this story already. This story's already making its rounds through the Seminole Nation Res that somebody put a grill inside the grill.
Yeah, somebody put a grill inside the grill. I was like, only Seminole Nation.
And then we even mentioned earlier the Chodochoga Skotka Rock, Paper, Scissors tournament that was held at the Miccosukee Mission Arena, hosted by the Seminole Nation language department. And, this event is just aimed to help share the Muskogee language in a fun and competitive environment. And the whole point of Seminole Nation Day is to share a little bit about us, right? And so culture, language, culture, we had stomp dance, and cultural demonstrators. It's good seeing some of our friends out there as the cultural demonstrators in the North Pavilion. I know Jaylee Lowe was out there, Nelson Harjo was out there. I seen Russell Johnson out there. I seen David Takowichka out there. There was a few more that was out there that I can't remember right offhand, but it was a good mix of culture out there and showing just a little bit about who we are. And the language is also a big part that sets us apart as Seminole people. And so always good to hear our language being spoken.
Man, y'all's tournament, this has been the third annual. Y'all first started it a few years ago, obviously, 13 years ago. But when y'all first started it, and y'all didn't have really a big crowd. But now, seeing it this year, it was a bunch of people out there lined up. You had families, you had daughters turning on dads and dads turning on their wives because they was losing in the tournament. But it was all fun and games. But it was a good time. I had fun just being there taking pictures. But still, it was just funny seeing everybody get competitive over rock paper scissors.
Yeah, I'm looking at one of the pictures right now, and man, my hair is just messy.
At that point, it was what 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep, still early though.
Yeah,
man. All right, and then also the annual Stomp Dance again was held on Friday evening under the Mississippi Mission Arena. Principal Chief Sina Davis Yethlith and Assistant Chief Sheila Little Harjo welcomed everyone in attendance and acknowledged the past Seminole royalty and visiting royalty. The newly crowned Seminole Nation royalty was also introduced. Mado, the Thologoga or Fish Pond Ceremonial Ground, the organizers, and everyone who made the event a success.
And then also we had another event going on inside the arena. We had the one of the more popular events during Seminole Nation Days, the traditional dress contest, which was hosted by the Seminole Nation Historic Preservation Office. They just want to say muddo to all the little ones, all the way up to the elders who came out and showed their amazing traditional look. The winners will also be announced on a separate post on Facebook, and we also will include them in the next Choga Tulemi.
And this year was a little bit different as far as the categories go. There was the best of show, and so they took the winners from all categories and did a best of show. And the young guy that won, man, he was all out. It looked pretty cool. He definitely fit the role. And then also Haley Henry is the winner of the Seminole Nation Car Show. The set of tires worth up to $1,000. Congratulations, Haley.
Alrighty then, and then also when this happened last Saturday, but we actually finally got the winners for it. We had the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma 18th Annual Baby Pageant was held last Saturday on September 13th at the Kelly Hayden Center located at Seminole State College. All the participants that showed up showed their nice patchwork along with their awesome personalities. And so I'm going to go ahead and run through all these winners. 0 to 12 month prince was Dominic Harjo. 0 to 12 month princess was Kaylee Jo Hodgins. 1 to 2 year prince was Calum Nunez. 1 to 2 year old princess was Eleanor Murray. Is that Eleanor Murray or Eleanor Mary?
It's Eleanor Marie Lane Gentry.
Oh, I didn't even see the rest of the name. All right, then. 3 to 4 year old prince was Vadance Rage Harjo. 3 to 4 year princess was Royal Markham. You agree with that one, Markham?
Royale Markham.
That's right. And then 5 to 6 year old prince was Victor Ray Harjo III. 5 to 6 year prince was, you're going to have to help me with that one. Come
Amethyst.
On. Amethyst.
Childers.
Childers. There we go. Yep. And then Mr. Most Photogenic was Kakoa Blake Shaw. You got to help me with that one too. Let me hear how you pronounce it.
Kikoa Blake Schwab.
Actually, the rest, you read the rest. These names are getting tougher and tougher as we're going down.
Okay.
Yeah, your turn. Yeah, the rest of these was tough. They're getting tougher and tougher. You got to do the rest.
Miss Most Photogenic, Amethyst Childers, Mr. Shooting Star, Phoenix Lane Lena, Miss Shooting Star Mia Corona,
Our very own Angela
Uh-huh.
Marshall's daughter, yeah.
Mr. Charitable Phoenix Lane Lena, Miss Most Charitable Amethyst
You
Childers,
had the easy ones.
and 2025 Overall King Phoenix Lane Lena, and 2025 Overall Queen Mia Corona.
Yeah, you had the easy ones. I should have just finished it. Alrighty, then. And also, we also want to announce that the Chafigny Wellness Center is still closed until farther notice. If you need to contact the CHR program, you can call 405-584-8093.
But don't miss out on Power Hour every Thursday up till November 20th from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Miccosukee Mission Gym. You can register at the Chafigny Wellness Center or via email 405-652-1167, or the email is cook, COOK, .e as in Edward at SNO-NSN.gov.
And then we have an announcement from the Seminole Nation Trading Post. They are having construction being done to the road that is just south of the gas station, but they want to let everybody know that they are still open. The road construction may have an entrance closed, but your favorite store is open and ready to serve you.
That's going to be a new access road or a new auxiliary road, I guess.
I thought
That shortcut road that runs in front of trading posts and also the OAP, but the way to get there, you're going to have to cut through the OAP parking lot, I believe, is what the map looked like. But they said they're still open, so make sure you get over there. Pumps are still available 24 hours a day for 100% gas, public restroom, tobacco products, and food and drink available for purchase.
Alrighty then, and then the Seminole Nation Adult Education. Get your GED, secure your future today for a better tomorrow. Classes held Monday and Wednesday, either 9 to 12 or 1 to 4. Classes are open to the public, but only Seminole Tribal members have testing fees covered. Required documents: Seminole Nation Tribal membership card, a CDIB, a state ID, a completed application. 16 and 7-year-olds must have a minor form completed. For more information, you can call 405-241-6801.
All right, and then also tonight at 6 p.m. at the OAP building, a financial aid night hosted by the Seminole Nation Higher Ed Department, sponsoring an information session for 8th through 12th grades in preparation for Oklahoma's Promise and FAFSA application completion. So Dana is inviting all to come out tonight, 405-241-6801 if you have any questions. But again, that's tonight at the OAP building.
And then we have an announcement from the Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club are hiring for a chief executive officer, as well as a Count Tech 2 technician, and then a part-time homeowner assistance manager. You can find those applications at thehasnock.com, or you can email administrativeofficer@hasnock.org, or you can call 405-257-6604.
Okay, and then also Seminole Nation ARPA clothing program is still open, and they're accepting applications until September 30th. So that application deadline is drawing nigh. 200. I just thought we'd widen the vocabulary being used on the show.
Yeah.
And so disbursements are made based on availability of
I don't even know what
funds.
that
And
word means.
for more information, contact 405-382-0549.
You say Vise? What'd you say? Vise?
It's drawing nigh.
Oh,
That means it's kind of coming close.
gotcha. Yeah, nigh. Yeah.
Nigh.
All right,
Oh,
then.
you said nigh.
Yeah. But jumping back into it, the Seminole Nation Days, we also had the annual princess pageant that was held at the Kelly Haney Center, and we crowned newly princesses, newly royalty on Thursday. And so we just want to give a special shout out to the Little Miss Seminole Nation, Gia Burgess, the Junior Miss Seminole Nation, Taya Jones, and the Miss Seminole Nation, Olivia Wapskinny. So congratulations, and we know y'all will do a good job being ambassadors for the tribe.
And they should be coming on the show here pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah, Hopefully Mark Williams is listening. He can. That's my boss. Hopefully he gets it lined up and gets it scheduled. But yeah, they should be coming on, within the next couple weeks.
Also, just note in the community news, Muskogee, Bonega, Mahia, Mr. Joe Kuhn, every Tuesday, 6:30 to 8:30 at the Cromwell Indian Community Center. Yep, it looked like they have a good crowd all the time. Potluck
And where's the community center located at, Jeremy?
in Cromwell.
You can't miss it, right?
Can't miss it. Just go north.
Just go north or it's west of the road, right?
On the west side.
That's
Yep.
right. Uh-huh.
And then also, happy birthdays, Kenneth Stevenson, Barney Leader, Leonora Hobai, Melinda Yahola Smith, Deanne Miller Haney, and then a special birthday shout out. We did this weekend under the arena, but Miss Elsie Spencer celebrating 98 years young. Mado Jahinshka Fachki Ojabashje. And then, so you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, sno-innocent.gov, for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. and streaming live on KWSHradio.com worldwide. My name is Jeremy Fultz.
My name is Josiah Bender.
Jiho Jif.
Nagi Doa.
We'll see you next week, Mado.
Nah, I still don't know what nine means.